What's cracking, bitches? Welcome to episode 200 of the Good Kraken podcast. I'm one of your hosts,
200.
Ernell Pearson, alongside my baby boy, little cherry blossom, you know what I'm saying? The one who eats himself, Gerek Bartholomew Ita. What's happening, baby?
No, I don't eat myself.
The one who eats, comma, himself. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't put any punctuation when you said it, okay?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, where was the audible pause? Come on,
Yeah,
Ernell.
yeah.
What's wrong with you?
My mistake, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Guys,
not out here king shaming Vor or anything.
my mustache is coming in to the point where I can start curling it again. I can
Mustache.
I gotta shave it so it can compensate as such, but I can in fact curl
Honestly, you
again.
just curl it in. You know what I'm saying? Like
I can do another curl. I can get the pirate
do
Captain,
a spiral.
Captain Ernell Pearson back. I can bring it back. That might be the last thing because that
what
means the
a
dragon
what a
will come back.
swashbuckler, you know?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. That's right. Look at that. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
Garrett, how's your day going today, dog?
Dude, it fucking snowed again here. What the fuck? I thought we were done with this shit, man. It was 50 degrees today.
The first
And
day of spring.
it snowed.
It's the first day of spring just went by.
Dude,
What the fuck's going on down there?
The weather here's fucked. I'm over it.
Dude, it was 28 degrees yesterday for us.
Dude,
Like-
that's been the last fucking 6 months for me, bro.
Yeah,
It's-
man.
it's
Can
really
you
that
leave it
cold
over
in
there?
Louisiana
Like,
right now?
we don't want it here. Can you leave it over there?
It's really cold down south right now. Goddamn.
Yeah, dude. Last few days, like 50 degrees was the high. Like today was 70, but it's coming back.
Just
But
50
the last few days have been like
53
50.
today, and I wore shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. he did wear shorts. It's true. He did do that. Well,
Like, for
Garrett,
real.
I'm glad that you're at least staying warm inside. You know what I'm saying? With a nice.
Was he at a
good old Diet
DC?
Coke. Got that DC on
Oh,
it,
dude.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
I got that DC. I got that
baby.
DC.
I got a
Yep,
DC
yep.
during lunch today. You know what I'm saying? That DC always.
Oh yeah,
is.
brother.
It's
I'm
every
not
goddamn
a
time.
DC drinker, to be fair. I'm not.
That's I never judge non-DC drinkers because you just got to be one of us to be one of us.
You just gotta get it. You know what I mean? I mean,
Don't make it sound like it's some type of cool club, okay? You guys are all just
well,
addicted.
Firstly, two things. One, it is. And two,
Okay.
I actually prefer a good old CZ. You know what I'm saying? That's usually what I would prefer.
What's a
It's nice-
CC? Wait.
A CZ.
Coke Zero.
CZ. you
Oh,
know what I'm saying?
CZ. I'm
The big-
sorry.
the big
I was like
O, you know what I'm
CC.
saying?
What?
The
Christian
big-
Coke? I don't know.
Yes, exactly. It's a good old Christian Coke.
Holy Coke, man.
I mean, Coke Zero fucking hits. You know what I'm saying? That shit
It
do hit.
does.
I can drink as
Bottle
many as
or
I
can?
want because they don't have caffeine.
Bottle or
Did
can?
you get non-caffeinated?
Yeah, that's Coke Zero.
That's Coke Zero. Zero. It has zero everything.
Zero
Zero
sugar.
Zero calories, zero sugar,
Exactly.
zero caffeine, zero
Nothing.
flavor, zero everything.
That's not. Dude, that's the worst.
Nah, I love
I didn't
it.
know it
love
had
that.
zero caffeine.
I love it, man.
Couldn't be me.
That's my shit. That's my shit. I might be wrong. It might actually have caffeine. It might be the no caffeine Coke that has no caffeine in it. But
I'm
you know,
I'm pretty sure there's no caffeine versions of all Coke though.
here, let's squash this right now. What is special
He's
about
like,
Coke
I don't
Zero?
want to argue. I want
'Cause-
facts.
Well, no, because exactly. I don't want to come in incorrect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actually, here, better question. Does Coke Zero have caffeine? I spelled caffeine, but okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, Coke Zero is just no calories and no sugar. There is in fact caffeine. So I come correct.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I come correct. There is a no caffeine
caffeine-free.
version of it though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Fuck that. Though,
That
you know
probably
what I'm
tastes like
saying?
garbage.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that caffeine. I
Do
do
you,
like
you think that? I wonder if adding caffeine won't change the taste, would it?
Yeah, but like,
I don't. I mean, I genuinely don't know.
It would dampen your experience. Like, imagine like breaking into a Coke Zero no caffeine, and then you just feel dead inside. I don't know what else you'd feel. Like, it's What? You might as well just drink water. Just go and drink water. Just
Okay, so
you're
I
drinking you're just drinking syrup water at that point. Like,
quote
it's just
one
corn syrup.
thoughtco.com, a Anne Marie Helmenstein with a PhD, says yes, caffeine has a flavor. On its own, it's bitter, alkaline, and slightly soapy. In coffee, cola, and other beverages, it contributes to this flavor. Plus, it also reacts with other ingredients to produce new flavors.
The more you know.
You could say that, yeah.
The more you know.
I mean, like, personally, if we're talking like caffeine, no caffeine, the real answer is caffeine, right? Like, I mean, like that's
True,
just,
caffeine.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel it makes sense that way. I don't know. Anyway,
Anywho,
my apologies. Garrick, I am glad that your lovely weather down there has not tainted your day. But I will say that I'm also happy that we have our baby boy himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Twitch.tv's DJ DJ, what's happening, baby?
I'm doing good, just chilling. Back from spring break, I have a headache.
Because you're consuming that caffeine and you're having withdrawals.
No, why would I don't actually consume caffeine at all.
Not at all, huh? Not at all, huh?
No, it gets absorbed into my body, so I don't get to use it.
oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
He is him.
I don't know why you guys are looking at me like that. Like it's weird.
Newsflash, he is him. You know what I'm saying?
My pronouns are just him.
Okay. So, how was your spring break then, DJ?
A little bit of a little bit of mix. Like it just flew by really fast. I mean, it was a good break. I needed it. I had like a big like mental boom. So like I was like I said, that existential crisis I had, and then by the end of the week I had my power shut off for like a whole day, and that was fucked up because I called. So my dad calls them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, well if it's an emergency, you have partial power to your home. We're gonna send a technician out there in 30 to 40 minutes." 2 hours pass. My dad has to go to work. He's like, "You call them." I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. I call up fucking Entergy, and they're like, this nice lady picks up the phone, and I'm like, yeah, like my dad called
Like,
earlier.
"Ayo,
They
bitch!"
said, my dad called earlier. This like they're gonna be 30 to 40 minutes, right? And she's like, oh no, we're not supposed to give you a time because if it's an emergency, like there's probably other areas they need to fix first, so we can't give you a time. I'm like, you like in my head, I'm like, that fucking yeah. Well, that somebody in your agency fucking did, and they don't know how to do their fucking jobs. Okay. But then she's like, okay, I have you updated in the system. You still have no power. But you should have power by the end of the day. I was like, all right, thank you.
She's like, I looked you up in the system. It looks like you don't have any power. And you're like, fucking,
You're like, really?
Low.
Oh, wow.
Yeah?
You're like, are you fucking sure?
Switch.
Are you sure?
I can't.
There's nothing here to tell me whether or not I had power. Thank you,
It's
Dolores.
not like I've been using my phone to fucking wave a flashlight around my house. But, you know, it's all good. But yeah, and then so I didn't get to enjoy my spring break that much. But I did have a few days of rest and relaxation.
Well, that's good. That's good, DJ. At least you got that near the tail end. Esco and chat, I got excited you guys were live and adjusted my seating, me sitting up on my chair, but it bounced and I got my finger stuck between the chair arms and my desk, and it is swollen. The pinky, to be exact. I cry. Listen, Esco, you don't need it. You don't need it. You know what I'm saying?
That's pain.
God bless you with another for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hydrate. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, that was good. Hydrate.
Stay thirsty, friends, because this is a Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions to topics of the show, get exclusive co-show content. Fuck you, Garrick. And have early access episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea. Thank you, gentlemen. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show.
The Kraken Show.
If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. DJ, tell them.
Prime Gaming.
And we would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you that are listening or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there.
The #1 podcast in Istanbul.
Garrick! We have some captain's orders, guys.
Sorry, I'm muted.
It's okay. I caught you there. It's all right. Guys, please ask your friends to join our Discord. And you guys that are a part of our Discord, please go in there and let us know what you want from your little hose at Good Kraken, okay? Because we want to deliver the content you guys want. We're listening, as one multi-billionaire company would say. We are listening, all right? We've heard you, and we're listening. And we're doing things to compensate for your listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something like that.
We hear you.
We hear you, but are we listening? That's another question.
The answer is yes.
For another day.
Because we hear you. But please let us know what you guys want to see in our content going forward. We want to hear from you guys and love all the input that you guys ever have to give us. So please go check that. In the meantime, also, the newest episode of the Shipwreck Show is live. You guys can check that out after we're done recording this tonight. Please go tune into that because it's a very fun time. We go over the better than March Madness bracket, where we talk about the things that we feel are better than March Madness, and we do our own bracket.
That's one of my favorite episodes.
To decide. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. You guys can check that out on your podcast service of choice, where we will be right there waiting for you.
Waiting for you.
Garrick, my friend, tell the people where we're going next.
Absolutely. Well, you know, we have some news for y'all, so you better buckle up, because we're headed for the helm.
Man your stations. We're at the helm.
I love it, gentlemen. Guys, let's go ahead and dive into our news stories for the week. It's been a little while since we've covered some news, but we wanted to get a chance to wrap things up because we got a really, really big news week this week. Garrick, please take our first story, my friend.
Okie dokie.
Deep breaths.
Lance Reddick, star of The Wire and John Wick, dies at 60. And this is coming from Logan Plant at IGN. Lance Reddick, the actor known for roles in The Wire, John Wick, and Horizon Zero Dawn, has died at age 60. Reddick's representatives shared a statement with IGN following the actor's passing. Acclaimed actor Lance Reddick passed away suddenly this morning from natural causes. Lance was best known for his roles in The Wire, Bosch, Netflix's Resident Evil, and the John Wick films. He is survived by his wife Stephanie Reddick and children Yvonne Nicole Reddick and Christopher Reddick. Donations in his memory can be made at momcares.org in Baltimore, his hometown. Lance will be greatly missed. Please respect his family's privacy at this time. Reddick was best known for his roles as Cedric Daniels in The Wire, in which he starred from 2002 to 2008. Recently, Reddick starred in the John Wick franchise as Charon. Reddick was in the middle of a press tour for John Wick Chapter 4, where he will appear as the Continental Hotel's concierge once more. The actor also appeared as Chef Irvin in Amazon Prime's Bosch, with reoccurring roles in Lost, Oz, and more. The actor also had prominent roles in a number of high-profile video games. He played Silence in Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West, Commander Zavala in the Destiny franchise, and Martin Hatch in Quantum Break. Reddick also appeared as Albert Wesker in last year's live-action Resident Evil series. Reddick has multiple projects in the works, including a role in as Zeus in Disney Plus's upcoming Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, as well as a part in Amazon Prime's The Legend of Vox Machina. Reddick studied music at the University of Rochester before earning a Master's of Fine Arts degree from the Yale School of Drama in 1994.
Rest in fucking power, King. Rest in power, dude. We
Rest in power.
lost a fucking king, dude. Like this is rough, but I'm
Dude,
hoping by putting up some fucking good memories of our chance to remember Lance Reddick that we can instead be very happy that we got all of the amazing characters that this man has played over the course of time, because he's one of those actors that I feel like everyone knows from something, but like could never really
Yeah.
fully like put down like a name on him until we were old enough to recognize that like, no, this dude is in everything that we love. Like go ahead, Garrett.
It's really funny that you say that, because I was like, the first thing that came to mind was like, I didn't know like just how much of, there was like a many years where I didn't really know just how much of a fan of his I was, like accidentally. And then I want to say it was, I don't know, probably about 8 years ago or so, around, I think it was around maybe Destiny 2, like when Destiny 2 and John Wick first came out. So yeah, about 2014 or so. And I just remember like watching that and then like going to his IMDb or like his Wikipedia and then seeing like and then like all this other shit that he was in, and then seeing like his mocap and stuff and like Horizon Zero Dawn. You're just like, dude, you have fucking touched so much content that I have consumed and enjoyed my whole life, from video games to television to film. He's like, he literally did it all, and he did it all well. Like he was one of the most like diverse actors, serious roles. Like he was ridiculously funny, and he like in his rare comedy roles, I know he has a couple, and like he's got like great comedic timing, and like it even shines through in some of his more serious characters with like The Wire and Commander Zavala. And dude, like I don't know, I'm really sad about this for a whole lot of reasons. Just because like knowing that like ultimately from a business standpoint, I understand there's going to be some changes probably with Percy Jackson. And and if they got him through the first season, I would love to see that before a recast. Like I think a lot of fans really would. Like if you guys got to finish filming for that, like please Disney, God, release that shit. Everybody would love you so much. And like then make the business decision you have to make. But everybody would love to see a one more piece of content from him. I'm gonna fucking cry on Thursday when I go see John Wick. It's gonna be hard.
Dude, me and Z are gonna go see it, and
like,
I'm gonna cry, man.
Because like I know like he was just a consummate professional, and everybody loved him. And like I just remember there was just this day where like I just connected the dots. We're just like, dude, you've been in everything I've ever loved. Like like I said, from film to TV to video games, like. He so diverse of a professional actor, and goddamn, I'm gonna miss your work so much.
I don't even think I have anything else to add to that, man. Like Eric, you worded that so perfectly, dude. Like
dude, I'm really sad about his passing.
Yeah, dude, it didn't even seem real. Like Larry put it in the Crack Boys chat, and we're all of us, you saw, we're like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
No fucking way. Like, there's no possible way. And then we all checked Twitter at that same time, and we're like, dude, it's real.
Oh, dude.
Well, and my big part of it is like I've been committed to the universe of Destiny for a decade now. Like and like Commander Zavala in Destiny being voiced by Lance Reddick, like there was something surreal about the other night going and just like seeing Zavala in the tower, just to have a moment for me to like bow down and this is a character that like we've invested time and energy and love into getting to know, and like realizing that like Lance Reddick's voice was behind that, and then the next day realizing that Lance Reddick played Destiny the day before he passed and was
He finished
online for
Lightfall,
it.
I think.
And
He
and
finished
like,
Lightfall.
dude, like this is the one of the I didn't even realize how sad I was gonna be about it, but this is like a hard loss, man. This is a hard loss, and I didn't realize how hard I was choking it the fuck down until like I really like thought about like, oh god. Again, like me and Marilyn have been watching the John Wick movies to get us caught up before Friday when we go see it. And every time he's popped up, I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Like we lost a good
Dude.
one, dude. Like, and it
It
sucks.
doesn't
One of
feel
the
real,
best.
man.
It sucks, but on the other hand, too, I also understand that like I'm sure he felt that he lived a good life and he has done a lot for this world, because he has a lot for entertainment, a lot for being different characters that we've fallen in love with in so many different forms of media. Fucking bless his heart, man. Lance Reddick was just one of the goddamn kings of Hollywood, dude.
He's a goat.
Absolute
He is-
fucking goat, man.
He's the goat.
So
And dude, like, and you mentioned Destiny. Like, I saw a few clips of people at the tower. There's like so many guardians just lining up, like surrounding Zavala, and just like, you know, kneeling or praying or doing whatever
Dude, and
emote is appropriate.
they're giving
dude.
players like space to take screenshots, and like they're being really respectful and giving
Yeah.
like all the players in the
No
community
one's
like
fucked
their
that up.
moment with nobody's being shitty about it. Everybody's like being very respectful. Like if like you can be like, hey, I want to get a screenshot real quick, like people will back up and like you can have like your
Yeah.
moment with
Yeah.
Commander Zavala to like say goodbye.
Well, and also
Like,
too,
that's
like
just sick.
it's been crazy because I've been seeing like on TikTok and Twitter and like Instagram and stuff. Like it's super fucking cringy as shit. But like there's video like montages of other like video game characters and people being like, you know, Guardians, like take your moment to grieve your loss. You know, we'll handle the front lines. It's fucking corny as shit. But it's also kind of
so, like,
cool because there's this mutual
Yeah.
understanding of like between gamers, like, nah, dude, like they lost like their guy. Like this is the main character of Destiny. You know what I'm saying?
No
And
one's
like
ever talked shit on Zavala too. Like,
Ever.
Not like
Ever.
Dude,
from
ever.
Sam.
He's Zavala, bro.
yeah,
He's
and like
Zavala.
and,
He's the
There's nothing to
best.
talk shit on.
and
Yeah.
Lance Reddick just like imbuing this character the way that he did, and then on top of that, Lance Reddick just being an unproblematic fucking king. There's not been a single allegation against this motherfucker.
Controversy, no nothing.
Nothing. Everyone's just like, yeah, fucking love the guy. It kind of sucks he was in
No
Resident Evil, but like fucking love that. dude.
political views or anything. Nothing.
Yeah,
He's just been doing my job. Let me
doing
do all
my
these
fucking
fun
thing,
shit. Do all this
giving you
fun
good
shit for
entertainment,
everybody.
dude. That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Good to fucking have it, man. Well, we love you, Lance Reddick. We're gonna miss you so very much, and I'm going to try very hard not to cry every time that I play Destiny for the next year. But in the meantime, we have some very exciting news that we can take off here. DJ, hit them with our next story.
All right, got you. Our next story is Marvel Spider-Man 2 release date leaked by Venom voice actor. This comes from Dustin Bailey at Game Rant. Venerable sci-fi and horror star Tony Todd had seemingly leaked the Marvel Spider-Man 2 release date, or at least its launch month, while taking up his role as Venom in the upcoming game. Responding to a fan saying that Spider-Man 2 can't come quick enough, Todd says, quote, "Looks like September. Massive publicity coming in August. Commercials start dropping in August, so I'm told. Hold on to your blank and hold your breath. Gonna be necessary," end quote. Officially, the devs had only ever committed to a vague fall 2023 release window for Spider-Man 2. We have seen very little of the game since its announcement back in 2021, but it seems we can count on Tony Todd to keep giving us the dribbles of information that developer Insomniac will not. He's teased that the scope of the game is, quote, massive, that it'll once again feature motion capture, and that Venom will be playing a particularly brutal role. The lack of official information about Spider-Man 2 has given fans a particularly desperate quest for details on the upcoming game. even as Insomniac has reportedly or repeatedly assured everyone that it's still on track for launch later in 2023. Heck, it's been so long that even Microsoft lawyers are starting to get confused about it. There's reference in a recent legal document to a big PlayStation Superman game in development, seemingly a mistaken reference to the new Spider-Man game.
Goddamn. So, September. What's interesting about this is that Starfield is releasing in September. And
Mm.
we remember very specifically Starfield pushing away from that God of War Ragnarok release date window, so that they can avoid any potential competitors to said release date window. And now they're having to fall out of the frying pan into the fire of Insomniac's Spider-Man 2. Garrick, my friend, are you excited for Spider-Man 2? And what do you think's gonna come up of two massive games coming out in September, if this is true?
Okay, if this is the actual release date, fuck, I have to get myself I have to get a PlayStation 5 by September. Like this game is a must for me. Like
Yes.
I can't skip
Yes,
this shit.
yes,
I have to
yes.
be there. So damn, I have to get on it. But also I feel kind of bad for Starfield, honestly, if this really is the truth. Because like honestly, like that just tells me like if like I said, if this rumor turns out to be true and this is the true release window and release month, that just like Insomniac just like we're not fucking scared, whatever. Like we're gonna
Like,
release our game anyways.
we have a great product. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
proven.
they're like
tested.
we're not worried. We're not worried about Fallout in space. Like that doesn't stress us out at all.
Skyrim with guns in space. Like, come on, man.
You're like,
Should-
forget
should-
about it, bro.
Should Starfield be worried?
For sure.
Absolutely, man. Spider-Man
Absolutely.
2 is a massive threat to their sales. If like because I will play Starfield only because it is on Game Pass. That is going to be the only reason I bother with this game. If I, as a consumer, and owned a PlayStation and an Xbox, which I do, and like it was available on both platforms, and I had to choose like, okay, I can play I can play a Starfield on my Xbox for $70 running on a super old engine, or I could play this brand new game to a sequel that was already massively successful, right? And like I understand that like Skyrim was also massively successful, but Skyrim released in 2011
Yeah, I did.
and
Fucking hate
Bethesda
that
has
game.
released many titles between there, and we don't talk about those ones that much. And that's something to remember, folks. Like, I understand that Starfield is a massive undertaking for this company, but like, they literally got all their fucking eggs in that one basket right now.
They're really
Be
if
worried.
they don't hit this ball at the park,
Like Skyrim, like yeah,
Yeah,
Elder Scrolls
they're
6 ain't
going
coming
under.
out.
they're going under. For sure.
I don't know that I
Like-
wouldn't go as far to say that they're going under, but
They'll,
it's
they'll
definitely
be in a trouble spot.
They'll be in a really bad
Yeah,
spot
it's-
that they
it's-
don't want to be in.
it would definitely make an impact on how they would release their games going forward. That's for damn sure. DJ, do you? Because obviously people here are wondering on when we're going to see Spider-Man again, when we're going to get this official announcement for September. When do you think we'll be seeing that?
Like an official announcement of a specific date that they're pinning down.
Yeah. When we get the hard date.
Honestly, probably in the next 2 months. Like maybe by the end of May, at the most. I think they'll nail down something like concrete. Because if I feel like if in this news story, Tony Todd was like, bro, it's in September, dog. Like,
Yeah.
if he's that confident in saying that, then someone must have told him in confidence, oh yeah, we're gonna look to release in September. So I'm pretty sure. So what that tells me is that the development team is also confident in hitting that mark. So if Tony Todd's comfortable saying September, I'm pretty sure they're comfortable saying September in the next few months. September, whatever. So yeah, I think in the next 2 months we'll see a hard release date for
I
Spider-Man
hope
2.
it comes out on my birthday.
Do
When's
we
your
do
birthday
you
here?
do you think we'll be getting it for a like Sony State of Play, or do you think we'll be getting it as a like? Because if it doesn't come in May as like a State of Play, do you think they would
Mm.
hold off until like end of June after E3 is done, or
I was gonna say July.
maybe July? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. But like E3's like nothing right now, right? Like no one's there.
E3's having some trouble, yeah, and that's why I say like it could be either of those slots, either May
Mhm.
before E3 hits or
Or
July after
after.
E3 is completely done, and we're now looking at like Summer Games Fest, which basically runs around the same time as E3. Um,
Mhm.
it's gonna be
I don't think they'll wait too
interesting.
long. They
Yeah,
won't wait too
yeah,
long.
because I mean, they still have to get the game like the game still has to go gold. There's a lot of steps towards release that they have to do.
Right.
I'm wondering if maybe they might change it because he leaked it. I don't like. No, I don't think they would change it just
Nah,
because one person.
like
But
they're probably not worrying about it too much. You know.
yeah,
But
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I'm excited to get some fucking Spider-Man back. You know what I'm saying? Because Miles
hell yeah.
Morales and fucking good old raw dog Spider-Man Insomniac were fucking gold video game experiences, and I am so excited to dive back into that world again with our Spider-Man. It's gonna be so much fun. But we also have some really cool worlds that we might be diving into here pretty soon because it's only going to get cooler because Gears of War movie adaptation taps the Dune writer John Spates. Oh my
Jesus.
God, dude, like this is wild, bro. This comes from Makuochi Ekabiri, I think is how he pronounces it, over at Collider. And he says, Netflix has taken a giant step in ensuring its adaptation of the popular video game franchise, Gears of War, becomes a reality. A few months after the streamer announced that it is partnering with the Coalition to bring the video game to the screen, it has now brought on John Spates to pen the script for the live-action feature film adaptation. Spates is an Academy Award-nominated scribe who is no stranger to the world of adapting big genre IPs. He has previously provided the script for high-profile projects including The Mummy, Prometheus, The Darkest Hour, and most recently, the Dune franchise, as well as Doctor Strange. A widely loved third-person video game, Gears of War is set in a dystopian future where humanity faces extinction at the hands of monstrous alien creatures known as the Locust Horde, who attack from under the ground. Charged with leading humanity's last stand is the Delta Squad, a ragtag team led by disgraced Sergeant Marcus Phoenix. Since its release in 2006, the game has become one of the most popular in its genre with passionate fans who've stayed loyal across over 5 games in the series. Space clearly has a lot of material to work with, and he's excited to get started. Quote, Gears of War is one of the all-time great action games with vivid characters, a beautifully designed world, and a combat system that drives home the lethality of war and the importance of standing by your squad mates, Spates said in a statement. It wants to be cinema, and I'm thrilled to have the chance to help that happen, end quote. With the writer now attached to the project, Netflix has reached the stage where other studios seeking to adapt the video game equally reached but failed to advance from. Armageddon screenwriter Shane Salerno was the latest scribe named to provide a screenplay for Universal's attempt at an adaptation, but like previous studios before it, it never came to fruition. Netflix will be hoping, to be the first studio to scale past this stage and finally bring an end to what has been a long mission to adapt Gears of War. The Coalition, the studio behind the popular video game franchise, also released a statement on Spates boarding the project, saying, quote, we're thrilled to partner with John and the Netflix team to bring Gears of War to life. John is a master storyteller with a talent for creating epic science fiction universes, and he truly loves Gears of War. We couldn't ask for a better partner to honor our franchise and deliver an authentic story to our fans, end quote. DJ, my boy, listen, I know you were a PlayStation guy back in the day, back in the good old day of 2 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, dude.
Way back when you were, 18 years old.
Yeah, when I was born yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What did you ever get a chance to get your hands on Gears of War?
Actually, yes. Dude, even as a PlayStation like PlayStation fanboy, dude, you heard about Gears of War. Like, it sent ripples everywhere. That's like besides Halo, Gears of War is that game where damn, like if when you were a PlayStation fan, we were like, fuck, I wish I had that shit. I wish I play that shit because I'll be running house. But um, but watching people play, it's fun, it's exciting, and I got to play it myself. I had a friend's house I would go to play, and it was just fun to play. It was really addicting. I was like, dude, let's get one more match, and he's like, dude, you have to leave. I'm like, oh, okay. But uh, it's fun, and I'm excited for this. I still haven't watched Dune, so forgive me.
God, fucking
Uh,
Jesus Christ, man.
Dude, don't give me don't. This is not the time. Not the time to lecture me. I know. I got a huge backlog. Okay, look, Morbid's happy that I got to watch the thing. Okay, I finally watched it. Okay, he's off my ass about it. All right, I'm happy.
Well, if it
I'm
if it
happy he's
helps
happy.
any, John Spates fucking kills it in Dune.
Yeah,
Um,
I see. Like his other work, dude. He's fucking.
oh,
He's going
dude, yeah. I
crazy.
mean, like the other stuff he's worked on too in this. I mean, between The Mummy, Prometheus, The Darkest Hour, and Dune, like, are you fucking kidding me? Those are all really good
That's
fucking
a hard.
movies.
That's a stacked resume.
God damn, dude. I like just rewatched The Mummy maybe like a month ago too, and I was like, this movie fucking holds up, bro. Like this
Dude, I need
movie
to
holds up
rewatch
so
that.
good.
I need to rewatch that movie.
And Prometheus is
Classic.
fucking gold. I love those goddamn movies.
Mm.
Yeah, it's cool to see this happen. I mean, like Netflix taking it over, I was at first very cross about it, but Netflix has been of recent coming out with a lot of what feels like big blockbusters fucking smashes, dude. They've been
Mhm.
coming out with some fucking rockers left and goddamn right. Esco, have a good night. We love you. And
Good night, Esco.
now having it
Yeah, that's cool.
attached with not just Netflix, who have been pretty much killing it lately with their movie suite, and now having a writer who has provenly been magnificent at writing movies that can be loved, and adored. This
Mhm.
movie could actually fucking hit, dude. Like, we might get a banger Gears of War franchise, and I'm so excited to see Dave Bautista in it. Garrick, do you have the same hope that Gears of War is going to hit as well?
I mean, I hope so. This is like one of those weird ones where like I know a lot about it, but I've actually never played any of the Gears of War games. Like
Sure.
it was just one of those ones I never had the opportunity to get my hands on. And I didn't have like a lot. I didn't have access to like a ton of early Xbox games. That was a sparse game time for me. And then when I finally bought my own console, I went for the PlayStation. So I was actually just wondering. I wonder if there's like a bundle with like all 5 games that
Well,
I can get my
I
hands
believe
on
all of them
somewhere.
are free on Game Pass.
Oh, no
I
shit.
believe all
I'll
the
have to look
Gears
in.
games are, yeah.
I
And
will have to look into that because I'm interested in the games, and I know they're a third person. It's like a third person shooter, and it's fucking completely up my alley. It was just one of those ones I slipped onto, slipped past. I mean, and I really want the series to succeed though, just because I think it'll be. I just want it to shit on the Halo series, really.
oh man, could you imagine
Yeah,
if
for
Gears of
sure.
War ends up being a better movie franchise than the Halo TV show?
Like that would fucking tickle me pink.
I
I
don't
would
think-
laugh so
You don't
hard.
need to do much to be better than that show. to
No,
be
you
honest.
don't. You're right. You're 100% correct. And that's
really
what's fucking hilarious, dude, because that Halo show should have been a gift from God. It should have been a gift from God.
It should have been. It had all the tools necessary, and then the director was like, "I'm not looking at the source material."
No, he was like, I was just watching the Sci-Fi Channel the other night, And I was thinking, what if we just do that?
Oof.
You know, what if we just do that? You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
Oh,
the
and-
Sci-Fi Channel, man.
And you know what? I've always had written fanfic about Master Chief. How would we like to just see him fuck? Let's just see
Let's
Master
just let him
Chief
take
fuck.
his helmet off. Like, what do you mean?
Like
Whole
so,
crux of his character is that he never takes that
Fucking
shit off. He's
Brian-
fucking the Mandalorian of Halo.
Brian in their staff meeting was kind of like, dude, Master Chief fucks, bro. And the director was like,
It's like, write that down. Genius.
Oh my
Genius.
god, that's it. Like, yeah, episode 5, let's go. Like, dude, well, what fucking disappointment.
What do
Garrett,
gamers want?
if
Sex.
you are interested in playing Gears, they are co-op experiences, and I have not played past Gears of War 3. I would happily play some Gears of War with you because I actually genuinely enjoy those games. I actually prefer take cover third person shooters than I do just natural third person over the shoulder shooting. Hence my love for the Division.
Division 2. Yeah, dude, Division 2 for life, man.
Yeah, 100%. And the Gears of War was the kind of the originator of that mechanic, the take cover shooting, as far as being on a big AAA video game platform. And so, yeah, if you want someone to play with you, I'm very much interested in swinging some Gears of War with you because I've been way out of touch in that universe for a really long time, and it is.
I know shit all about it, like except for that surface level,
aliens,
info.
Big buff guys.
Aliens. I know they're called the Locusts. I know big, strong squad people that.
Yep.
Kill said aliens. There you go. That is my extent of the universe.
The story's pretty good though. The story is
surprisingly good.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. And that's even just my opinion with the first 3 games. I haven't even dived into the story later, and I've heard that the story gets even better. It's going to be very fun to see the entire cast of Expendables back for the Gears of War movie. It's going to be
Jesus.
Dude, they probably could get away with some shit like that too. Like, don't run it past them.
So
they
good.
fucking would.
Just add Dave Bautista in there, and we're fucking solid, baby. But we're also solid with a word from our sponsors. This piece of good Kraken content is brought to you by Glide mousepads. The world is changing, and the demand for PC gaming and work from home setups has never been as wild as it is right now. Having the best of the best in PC accessories only makes it easier to get your work done before you jump right back in to the fray of the digital sea. And Glide knows exactly how to make that happen for you. Glide Mousepads is the future industry leader in mousepads, offering beautiful, smooth, waterproof products made with eco-friendly materials and non-slip rubber in a variety of sizes that are guaranteed to help you get that next win. I've got one of these bad boys in my office at work. I've got one here at my desk right now. Devin's got one. Xander's got one. This bad boy is silky smooth, silkier and smoothier than even the silkiest of smoothies or soy milk or what have you. You can go to glidemousepads.com right now and use code Kraken for 15% off the Founders Edition mousepad in every size available. Again, that's code KRAKEN Kraken for 15% off any Founders Edition mousepad today. Our next sponsor is Rogue Energy. Late nights are pretty much commonplace for all content creators, and anyone here at GK can attest that late nights are kind of our only nights. Luckily for us, though, Rogue has figured out exactly how to give those late nights and even earlier mornings the supercharge that we all need. Rogue Energy is a low-calorie, no-sugar energy formula that is the perfect alternative to sugar-filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Every formula Rogue Energy produces is designed with optimal levels of high-quality ingredients and no chalky textures. Again, we don't want that. We don't want that. Being the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, Rogue Energy strives to improve the in-game performance of gamers, streamers, and content creators around the world. Now, I know that we've been riding this train for a long time. You might be tired of us talking about this. You might not be tired of us. You might want to just support us anyways. And you know what? For those that do support us, we love you. But the best way to support us right now is to grab yourself a big old cup of Joe. When I say Joe, I mean this Rogue Energy stuff. I'm usually waking up first thing in the morning with a big old shit to get a big old shit going. Oh, wow. You grab your Rogue Energy cup. Okay, you dip that you just scoop that bad boy right on there. You get that bad boy shaky dakey, you know what I'm saying? And then you're out the dang door. Okay, you need this beverage in your life. I cannot express that enough. You can head on over to rogueenergy.com and use code GKRAKEN for 10% off any purchase of shaker or formula tub of your choosing. That's GKRAKEN for 10% off any shaker or formula tub that you would like. Now, back to the episode. What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back. DJ, please fact check that for me, because I'm fact checking. I need to know if Rainbow Six Vegas or Gears of War
Rainbow Six Vegas, 2006.
Okay. Well, what was the month? What was the month?
November 20th.
November 20th.
It's my mother's birthday.
It came out like 3 weeks after Gears.
Oh, 3 weeks after Gears, but like in development.
Same time.
Same time.
Well,
okay.
Yeah. Gears came out November 7th, 2006.
That's actually really sick though. That's actually kind of funny.
That's fucking cool. I love that. Boys, we are moving into our final segment. DJ, tell them what we got going on.
Well, Larnell, we got some crazy stuff going on, so you better protect your neck. We're going to the gallows, baby. The gallows.
Protect your neck.
Splash.
Gentlemen, for our final headlining segment here today, we are talking, can HBO's The Last of Us save video game adaptations? Now, I am very happy to be doing this episode here with you two as our audience, you guys, the viewers at home, our listeners at home, can go check out our official review of The Last of Us Season 1 over on youtube.com/Good Kraken Show, as well as any of your podcast service of choices. But you will notice that the three of us are the ones that did that review. And we got a chance to talk a lot about, spoiler alert, how much we loved this first season. Please go check out that episode to find out why. But now the main question is, because we loved it so much, and because it was just a piece of fucking art, man, just in a museum, just Victorian beauty right in front of us. The question at hand is that going to be enough to force competitors to get it the fuck together? Because DJ had hinted during the review that this could potentially be the best video game adaptation we will ever get for the rest of our fucking lives. Just peak video game adaptation content right here. My question to you guys, and we will start off with Garrick here. Garrick, do you think The Last of Us Season 1, let alone The Last of Us, the rest of the series, once it does release, is going to be enough to finally get these video game to movie adaptations to figure it the fuck out?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Au contraire, my
Garrick,
friend.
Why is that? Why is that, my friend?
I think it is going to be insanely difficult to capture lightning in a bottle a second time. Like this was a very special series, and it's going to continue to be as such as long as the original writer and creator is involved with the show. And guess what? With most adaptations, that simply never factors in. Now, what I really, really hope does come from this is I hope that now the writers of the source material have a bigger voice in the adaptation, in the storyboarding, in the writing room of their source material to that silver screen. Like, I really, really, that's what I deeply hope out of this, because I think it will improve adaptations across the board. But I still think there's going to be far too many companies, Netflix, comes to mind. Paramount is another really big one that are going to like tackle this from a money first standpoint, and they're not going to try to get those creators involved because it's going to cost them more budget. And because of the way they conduct their content, Netflix specifically, right? More budgets means that it has to have a higher audience to keep that ball rolling season after season. It's hard to maintain when Netflix has a really weird and super inconsistent release schedule, unlike your typical month to month or season to season TV show. I want things to change. I don't think that they will. I really do think that this show is going to continue to be a standout, exemplary piece of content and will define what makes a good adaptation, because I think what's really, really important to look at when it comes to The Last of Us is there are significant changes from the source material. Like the biggest one that you can really call out being like the spores no longer, literally the way the entire infection transmitted is different. Like that's a very fundamental change to the story, but they implemented it in such a fashion that it didn't detriment the pacing or the storing at all. In fact, I bet you there are people that have played. I haven't played the game yet, so I'm not going to give my opinion. But I bet you there are individuals out there that have seen the Tendril adaptation and were like, "That's the cooler way. Like that was the cooler approach," and they might like that better. And they can rationalize that as their canon of the game because it was made by the original creators of the content. Like both of these pieces of content are valid and canon. That's what's amazing about this.
Yeah.
But they exist on a parallel because of their source material changes, but they were done in a way that honors the source material and still compels the story in its appropriate direction. And there are so many adaptations that just adapt in like, or they do weird things. Like as much as I love the Sonic movies, like the game where how you get from point A to point B in that story is just fucking childhood cartoon gobbledygook. Like none of it makes any fucking sense.
Yeah, right,
and it doesn't
right.
have to.
Yeah.
But like this had to have a vehicle to transport it to the end of the story, and they did that, and and the wheels never fell off. But like with these other adaptations, whether it be from book to adaptation, video game to adaptation, like they just disclude the original creators or just fucking throw out source material with such a sense of disregard that it breaks things down story wise. Like things get left out, things get missed. There, and I can think of a laundry list of examples that like gets included in this, but none of that happened with this show. None of that happened. And like every time like you think like they might like fall into one of those pitfalls, they turn it around. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna identify this. Right, give us a sec. We're gonna come to that, and we're gonna explain why this is. And then you're like, fuck, man, I can't even complain. They gave it to you right there. And like, dude, like it's just this show was nebulous, and I don't think it's gonna be replicated anytime soon.
DJ, your thoughts?
I agree yet disagree with Garrick on this one. I agree with the fact that we need those. I hope we get more recognition from the writers that actually wrote the source material. And what I like to spin it in is that Neil Druckmann, even though he was manning the ship of the Last of Us adaptation, he was also partnered with Craig Mazin, who helped him write it to TV, who gave him ideas for these changes that would help keep the pace. So I think hopefully we'll see more collaboration with writers of the source material and established writers for television or film. Um, Last of Us, like I said, I think it's peak. I think we hit peak on that one. But it does leave more room to explore these great stories that we were able to experience and and create things that other people who will never touch a video game in their life will experience it in a way that helps them keep them engaged and follow along with these stories that we got to experience. Um like I saw a quote the other day. I think it was it Chad Stahelski. He's now moving forward with the Ghost of Tsushima adaptation after the success of The Last of Us. So I'm excited for that. And he said quote, I think video game adaptations are real now. They just need a lot of love and care. So, I think the industry's like the these screenwriters and directors and producers, they're understanding that, okay, this isn't something we can just plug and play. We have to adapt it. We have to take the work to adapt these stories to television or to film. If not, we're all fucked, right? Everyone loses here, right? And we saw some great stuff even before The Last of Us. We got Arcane, we got Cyberpunk Edge Runners. So kind of just a little bit, some splashes in the pond, right? Really good stuff. But now we'll see a lot more of it, and I'm excited with it, since The Last of Us kind of just bust open the door and like, look, you thought it was a pond, motherfucker? It's an ocean. We got all this stuff we could do, right? You just got to give us time. You just got to give us the right resources, and don't let us change stuff that literally ruins everything. Like we were talking about, like, before on Saturday, we were talking about Sam Raimi was supposed to direct the Last of Us adaptation.
Yeah,
You
originally.
know,
Yep.
and we're all like, whew, dodge the bullet, right? And Neil Druckmann was fighting to keep what he had, and that the show was kept in development hell, right? Um, and then they're like, we'll give you what you want, Neil. All right, we'll let you have it. And then he's like, boom, I just made gold. You're welcome.
Goddamn,
Yeah.
didn't he? Yeah, I am in sort of a, I don't know. I'm feeling optimistic, but it's not because of Tilu. I feel optimistic because the new Mario movie.
Hmm.
Now
It
I
looks
know that
visually
is
stunning.
You think that'll be the one that'll set that'll you really do?
not necessarily. No. Don't get me wrong here, okay? I think the combination of these two mediums, these two showcases here, if you will, together are going to do it.
Mhm.
Because I think we have two very different lanes that we're covering here now as far as video game adaptations are concerned. We have the overly cartoony gobbledygook that Garrick was talking about that we get with Sonic, for example. And that has led us into the direction that has catapulted us into getting what the new Mario movie is about to be, Super Mario Brothers. And I think Super Mario Brothers is going to capitalize on that in the same way that Apple capitalized on everything that Android does, and Apple does it better.
Mhm.
Because Apple for life. But but I think that the Mario movie is going to be better than I think any of us gave it any credit for. And
I mean, Chris Pratt's just gonna get carried. The only real thing is Chris Pratt, and that's it. It looks visually stunning. I like the way it looks. I just hope the rest of the cast, besides Chris Pratt, just does an amazing job. They have Charlie Day as fucking Luigi. Get Jack Black in there, dude. Come on, it's a recipe for success.
I think that this movie is gonna fucking bop. I really, really do. Like every new trailer I've seen of it, I'm like, fuck, this movie's gonna be good, man. Like this movie's gonna fucking kill it, dude. And I'm like kind of excited to see like what they do with it. But they have that side covered now because of
Right.
what is going to be going on here as far as animated video game movies are concerned. But now Tilu comes out, And they have this now complete representation of a live action video game adaptation and what that should look like after the disaster that we got that was Uncharted. Right? Because, like, Uncharted, contrary to what Devin fucking believes for whatever goddamn reason, is not that bad. It is still bad. It is still bad. Like, it is still not a
Mark
good...
Wahlberg's in it.
It's still not a good video game to movie adaptation. It's just not. Like, and unfortunately so. Because now we live in a world in which now I wish Uncharted didn't come out until after Telu. Because now I can see the vision, boy. Like I can feel what Telu could potentially do for live action video game to movie adaptations. Because like now we see what they're capable of. If they just allow the originators, the writers, and like the original directors to be involved in what is going on, who would have fucking thought your story is going to be fan service perfectly? It's going to like tell the story perfectly. It's going to pace perfectly. Like who would have fucking thought, right? That video game directors have been telling fucking stories as a movie for fucking 10 years now. Who would have fucking thought, dude? But yeah, like I can see a world in which those two movies are going to traject us into a different path, right? Like Ghost of Tsushima now, like has to fucking hit. It has to hit,
dude. If it doesn't hit, I'm going to cry. I will cry tears of
Part of me hopes
suffering.
It's in black and white.
At least some of it, right? Like I hope.
Yeah, like I want to see some moments.
Like in my brain, I see every combat being in black and white, and I think that's fucking tight. Like I think
they gotta do something. Yeah, like
some Kurosawa
makes me
shit.
So
like...
hopeful for Ghost of Tsushima. So hopeful for Ghost of Tsushima because they're both Sony Studios. Because Sony Studios is making some dope single player stuff. But
yeah, they're like, oh wait, we let Neil Druckmann cook. Let's let them cook.
But I would be so happy. If both of you guys like can prove me wrong. Like I would be like, I will be so happy if you guys prove me wrong.
Well, here's the deal, and this is what I was gonna say too. I wanted to stop so you could have your moment there. I am still concerned with some things, such as Amazon's God of War that they're going to be doing.
Yeah, I'm stressed about that too.
You know what I mean? And like a part of me holds some kind of hope because Rings of Power was pretty fucking good. I must say pretty fucking good. It was not perfect, but it was pretty fucking good. And a part of me holds out hope for it. But the part of me that's like I don't know is I have yet to see anything about Cory Barlog being attached to it. And that's where I'm like,
if you're
like they could announce it. They could say to fucking tomorrow, hey, Cory Barlog's a part of this, and I'll be like, fucking bless the king himself. Absolutely. But if I don't hear something about that before the first trailer drops for this, there's not a fucking chance. Garbo fucking show. Like, fucking throw it away right away. Don't even cancel the shit. Cancel it. We're not fucking interested. If Cory Barlog is not attached to that fucking show, it's gonna tank. Right? We just know this. Okay? Like, there's all the right directors and writers in the fucking world can't save God of War if the original God of War writer is not a part of that. Okay? Not writer, excuse me, director. / kind of writer. He's done some writing for it. I have high hopes. I want to be hopeful for this. I do. It's hard to say because I want to live in that world in which we finally, us gamers can fucking eat when we go to the theater. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, we could just be going crazy, dude. Putting our non-gamer friends onto some shit. You're like, you don't know the fucking pain I had to go through to get this fucking story, and you get to just sit there and spectate. You fuck.
God damn, dude. I'm telling
You
you.
just get to sit and enjoy. I had to sit there and die multiple times, and then like get confused, run around, and then get the finished product.
You're gonna like, and you're gonna tell me you like it. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
just,
yeah, yeah. I will be constantly looking to you, and then looking back, and then looking to you, and then looking back, just to check if you're having fun. Are you having fun?
So now, what I want to ask you, fellas, is in a world in which Tilu and Super Mario Brothers does figure it the fuck out. They've laid down the formula. They said this is what your adaptations need to look like going forward if you want any inkling of success. This is it, right? This is the formula. This is the go-to from now on. What is the adaptation you want to see? Now knowing what we
Ooh.
can get in this world. If this is it, if this is the pinnacle, and this is where every single one is going to meet from now on, what's the one that you want? Garrick, go.
I think Control.
Ooh. Okay.
That's
pretty
a
good.
tight choice. That's a super
really
tight
sick choice.
I like that. Okay, well, pitch your thing here. Why do you say Control over any other franchise here?
I just think atmospherically, like I can see because the game's got a great mystery and a very because it's a Metroidvania game. So like the game sort of presents a storytelling to you in a lot of non-linear ways, and non-linear storytelling also happens to be a pretty popular storytelling mechanic in primetime TV right now. So I think given that like it sort of fits into that wheelhouse, and it also taps into what I think would be really, really interesting because this game takes place in the same series franchise as Alan Wake, right?
Yeah.
So like we could get an expansion, right, and like some other series, tie-in series to go along with it. But I think this will be the closest thing us internet goblins actually get to like a TV adaptation to SCPs.
Oh my God! Thank you for bringing that up. That's
Ooh.
right. If we can get SCPs on screen, bro.
Like I think
Oh my
Control is going to be
God.
the closest thing we're ever going to
on
get to that
screen.
because there's so many things and like the thing is like if they have some of those writers and stuff involved, like there are things that are discussed in Control but never shown in game that could be adapted to be shown on screen in some fucking wild ass ways because like that game's crazy. It's super weird. It's just sci-fi to its core, and I just think it would just be one of those great I think it would be a perfect like limited series where like it gets like maybe like between 9 and 12 episodes depending on like their run times, and like it just unravels this really crazy ass mystery like to the game's finale where you're just like the hell just happened.
Yeah.
Like and like just like leaving the player in that state of like did we just okay all right,
Yeah.
and now we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. That's a good choice, dude. DJ, what about you, man? What's the adaptation you need in a world where
Dude.
The Last of Us and Super Mario Brothers has taken over?
Dude, it's a four-way tie, man. In my head, it's a four-way tie, but I'm trying to think of choosing one. I'll name them, but I'll choose one to pitch. I'll choose one to pitch. I'll name the four, but I'll choose one to pitch. Cyberpunk 2077, Metro Exodus,
Ooh.
BioShock Infinite,
Oh.
and fuck, what was that? What was that last one? Oh, Metal Gear.
Oh, all very good choices, my friend.
Yeah,
good
but
choices.
I specifically want to do Metro Exodus because I think that story, that's what introduced me to the Metro games because I always liked the premise of it. nuclear winter.
You started on Exodus, not 2033.
No, it was too janky on my PC. I started too late on it, so
Okay,
like
sure,
I
sure,
couldn't run it
sure.
pretty well. Well, I played Last Light a little bit, but I think Exodus is the most approachable of all the games. To me, it looks great, and the story of it, it's like you're just well, I guess the whole Metro series probably you can make a
Sure.
whole show
Yeah.
out of.
Yeah.
Because like it's based in freaking Russia, nuclear winter, right? And
Mhm.
they're trapped underground, right into the subway tunnels, right? And the people are living their lives down here, and they're afraid to go outside. And only a few go outside because of the radiation and the added danger of these like darkens or what I forgot what they're fucking called, but like these monsters, radiated monsters, and these like alien creatures or whatever. I think it's and the it reminds me of Tlu in a way where it's a lot of character. It's character focused. Like the world building and everything. It's a focus on the characters, like living in the world that surrounds them, and I think it's a great foundation for a show adaptation. It's dark, it's grim, and it's post-apocalyptic, so we're already there, right, with Tlu, right? Um, at one point, there the main character you play as does run into a child, and you know what I mean. It's a recipe a recipe for success. Taking care of a lost child. But the child's not there most of the time, but the child kind of helps you out actually. But yeah, I think the Metro series would be amazing if adapted into film or TV.
Okay. I'm here for that actually.
That sounds tight, actually.
I really I never finished any of the Metro games because I'm a massive
I need to
pussy.
play them.
But
Play Exodus. I think you can because they flash back a good bit to catch you up to speed, and the things that you do need to know are kind of explained to you. So I think it's a great game to play. It's really fun. I was hyper fixated on that game for a good month. That shit was good.
hell yeah, dude. Okay.
Story is great
Okay.
too. Writing is really good.
I'm here for that.
Hell yeah.
Give me the director of Chernobyl and Gary
Get Craig
Whit-
Mason back in.
and give me Gary Whitta as the writer for that. The writer from the Book of Eli. Give me that.
Oh.
Give me that for Metro, and I'll be fucking here for it, dog. Like, give me
Metro's based on a book series, I
that. It
believe,
is.
too. So
Yes, it is. And
yeah,
so we lots
so-
of extra source material. That would be a dope
a
ass show.
lot of extra source material for sure.
So I have a movie for you guys, okay? And
Okay.
I want to pitch this trailer to you fellas, okay? So guys, I need you to close your
Imagine
eyes
it.
here for a second. Just close your eyes, okay?
Okay.
So it's dark. Nina took his glasses. Okay,
Big
okay.
difference.
It's dark, and you're hearing screaming all around you.
Okay.
All right, the floors are creaking, glass is breaking,
Already don't
there's
like it.
gunfire all over the place. Oh no, please, not my daughter. And like everyone, just blood curdling screams all over you, okay? And as you walk through the darkness, you suddenly hear a can fall, and you're like, oh, fuck, what the fuck was that?
Oh my God, it's Chef Boyardee.
Be quiet. Right? And then you hear the low growling sound of a creature in front of you. And then suddenly, it hits you.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
It was amazing.
Am I dead now, or you just hit me? Hard.
What the fuck is hitting us?
I didn't have it played for you yet.
Hospitalized.
I played the Resident Evil voiceover thing just as a joke, but there here. There we go.
Oh,
we've
can
already
hear it.
got a Resident Evil. I'm just joking. I'm not actually pitching that.
God damn it.
I know. I just want to
You
get you
give me
guys
close
going.
my eyes for nothing.
That's funny. Yeah, absolutely. Fucking did. No, I think we're at a point now where I would probably be far more comfortable with the idea of us doing an older game that
Okay.
I don't think got enough love back in the day, honestly. But I have always thought that this game needed a fucking movie. And that game is Prototype.
Dude. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. No
Give
way.
me
It does.
just the most brutal Prototype story in a 2.5 hour movie, and I'm good. Like, I'm fucking
And that's
Take
how
my
you're
money.
supposed to enjoy Prototype. You
And
finish
you
that
want to
game in
know
like 3
who's
hours.
and you want to know who's playing Alex Mercer?
who?
Jason Statham.
Goddamn, Art, isn't he? Goddamn,
Really?
isn't he? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, absolutely, dude. I like Jason
He's
Statham
got the
proved
yeah.
he proved to me that he could lose his fucking shit in Crank, and I'm here for it, dog. I'm here for it.
Who would
Get,
play
like,
what's his face from Prototype 2?
ooh,
maybe we've seen
who
him.
would play,
Sergeant Heller.
Terry Crews.
No, stop. Maybe a younger guy.
you look like you
The
need some
Matrix?
McNuggets.
Idris would be a good choice for Sergeant
Ooh,
Heller.
he just would be good for that. Wow, actually.
Jonathan Majors?
Ooh, no.
No?
Denzel Washington's son. He was in.
Fuck, what's his name?
God damn it. Hold on. What's his fucking name?
I'm trying to. There's another actor I'm trying to think of.
Because this guy is the one that I want if they end up John David Washington.
John David?
Yeah.
Oh,
John
yeah,
David
yeah.
Washington.
I see it.
He's in Tenet.
I can see that.
He's in
He was
Tenet.
in Tenet. Yeah, the
Yeah.
motherfucking Tenet. Yeah.
He would nail fucking Prototype.
Hey, you wouldn't.
Ooh, yeah,
He
he
would.
would.
Yeah. That there's just something about that game that always fascinated me where I was like, this needs to be a movie.
Like,
Dude, I was throwing tanks around, man. That shit was fun.
Bro, I'm
Dude,
telling you, dog.
that game's the best power trip. And if you could just translate that power trip to the fucking movie, like, dude, I just want to see him fucking shit up from start to finish.
Oh, period, dude. Like, that was one of the first games I 100%ed because when you get to that point where like nothing can stop you, that you're just
so fucking
helicopter,
broken.
huh? And then you just tear the bitch down to the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's such a good story. There's so much that can be had of that. Like, it's the perfect like anti-villain story. And it like they
Yeah.
could totally fucking nail that with the CGI we have today and the kind of actors we have today.
The blade arm would look
Would-
so sick. This is so sick.
Bro, I'm telling you, dude. God damn it, Josh and Chad, y'all need to be a movie. We do need to be a
Yeah, we
movie.
do.
It'd be
It's
the
Us
single
losers
worst
just
fucking
sit-
movie. Just,
It'd be awful.
We might like
Truly.
get some nods at like a film festival. It's like, no, you know what it is? This is like what's that fucking horror movie based off of Skype called Unfriended or whatever the fuck, Unfriended or something like that.
okay, I think we'd be better than that.
We'd be better than that.
I think we'd be at the level that like Kevin Smith would be like, hey. You know what I mean? Well, all right. That's the kind of movie we would make. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Guys,
Yeah, it would. It would.
that was some good fucking movie, bitches. I'm here for all of our ideas. We fucking we've been killing it with these ideas. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking hire us, Netflix. Hire us. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. It was-
Josh says Kevin Smith quote. Hey,
Hey.
fucking love it, guys. I also love our schedule for the rest of this week here. We have tomorrow where we're doing a good old trip to Vermilion Voyages, where our good old Garrick Bartholomew Eaton is diving right back in to Elden Ring. Goddamn boy. Goddamn boy, it feels good. You know what I'm saying? Garrick got some time to play today. Got another boss knocked out. Garrick's warmed up, baby. He's warmed up and ready to fucking
Yep,
go.
warmed
You
up.
could say he's hot to trot. You know what I'm saying? Tell him, Garrick. And then Thursday, we are also doing another live recording of the Shipwreck Show, your guys' lovely favorite, where we get to come in here and just say fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck it.
As Kevin Smith once said, hey,
Hey.
Oh, we'll be here for that. But if you guys want to be a part of the show and you are a subscriber on our Twitch channel, you can join our Discord where we have a little section there for our Twitch subscribers called the Shipwreck Submissions channel, where you can go in, write in any question you want us to answer on the show. We'll see and pick the best questions we think will make for the best content. And we will see you guys on there. So please go check that out. On Friday, we have an episode of Splash Damage, our multiplayer gameplay content, where this week the good old Garrick, Bartholomew Eaton, and DJ are getting their therapy on because they're playing It Takes Two. Now, if I'm correct here, have you both beaten this game?
No.
You have. Okay. Have you played the game, DJ?
No. I was going to,
okay.
and then my ex broke up with me.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So
Jesus Christ.
All right. DJ, on Friday, I'm gonna take care of you, and we're gonna get through this together.
You're about to say something different.
We're gonna fix our marriage, DJ.
Okay.
We're gonna fix our marriage.
That's
okay.
right.
Yeah,
that's exactly what you're going to do. But you guys are going to be doing that while me and Devin are going and seeing John Wick 4, because on Saturday, we're doing our official John Wick 4 review, where I'm pretty sure all of us except for Xander will be here. Because maybe Xander will be. I don't fucking know. Because all of us fucking love John Wick, and we're gonna be here doing it. And this one, we're letting DJ host. So definitely come in, hang out with us as we get a chance to talk about all of our lovely thoughts on John Wick 4. Goddamn, baby. Please let us know what you guys think, whether or not you think that The Last of Us is going to be the saving hero that we have all been needing for video game adaptations going forward in the future. Let us know if you think that we'll be getting better video game adaptations, or if you think they're all just gonna be ass forever, except for The Last of Us. We'll have to see, but we want to hear from you guys. Let us know on Twitter, let us know on our Discord, let us know in the comments down below, because this has been the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show. You get exclusive content, and soon you have early access episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital. See
I'm not.
But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. We gotta get going on out of here, everybody. But until next time, my friends. Hey.